On September 20th, 2024, JerseyBird signed with its first club in Slovakia. It was intended to be a small side project, just a set of kits, a bit of apparel, and that was it. But 1 year later, and we are now preparing to go live on Slovakia's largest news channel to discuss what has become the hottest partnership in all of Slovakian football. This is the story of SK Sassiva, JerseyBird's first club in Slovakia. Our story begins in December of 2022 when I first contact Jakub Javor, a sportswear designer and indie game developer based in Netspoli, Slovakia. He joined our team as a 3D apparel designer, creating kit concepts and 3D renderings that have now become a staple of JerseyBird content. After a year or so, he moved to Sassiva, Slovakia, and joined the local 6th division club there, SK Sassiva. Once he was on the team, we began discussing potential collaboration opportunities between JerseyBird and the club. We agreed on a deal that, for us, was the first of its kind, a manufacturing contract that included stadium branding aspects in exchange for kits and apparel for the senior team. But before we get into the kits and apparel, who is SK Sassiva? Founded in 2020, the club currently plays in Slovakia's 6th tier of professional football. Despite the short history, the club has a comprehensive academy program and is also the only 6th division club to ever reach the round of 16 in Slovakia's domestic cup competition. They aren't the biggest club in the country, but they do have a strong base in local community and even have a dedicated group of ultras that show up to every single home match. And with one of our top designers now serving as a bridge between us and the club, the circumstances were perfect for a collaboration. So let's get into what JerseyBird actually manufactured for the club. We started off with the home kit design, and of course with Jakub, a local, leading the project, he did not disappoint. The club came to us for a wide range of gear, but we will focus on the home kits for now, which started with this shirt template, a raglan sleeve construction with triangular panels on each side of the shirt. And for the fabric, we went with Bird Pro V2, a breathable and aesthetic option that works well for the modern style of kit we were trying to build. The design started with a white base, black and white side panels, and layered with a marble concrete overlay, a nod to Sassiva's nickname, the concrete jungle, inspired by its many Soviet-era apartment blocks. The sleeves maintain this aesthetic, and the cuffs were black with 2 thin stripes. On the back, we chose an exotic font for the name and number, and referenced the Sassiva bell tower and zip code with a small backup neck logo. For the training kits, we went with another urban and industrial aesthetic, creating 2 different colorways, a yellow and white variation and a blue and yellow variation. And lastly, for the keeper kit, we went bold, neon pink and black with tiger stripes across the entire shirt, a bold change up to complement the subtler aesthetic of the player kit. And the final custom piece of apparel, and possibly the best item, is the Anthem jacket. Built completely from scratch, we wanted this piece to be a statement on and off the pitch, something to contrast the rather basic staff tracksuits, and in my opinion, it is the highest level piece in our entire collection of kits and apparel. It's good to train in, but also a solid streetwear piece, and it ended up being an unexpected highlight for the club. So that wraps up the kits and apparel for the club, but our story only begins there, and this is where things get interesting. In exchange for supplying the senior team with kits and apparel, the club agreed to give JerseyBird comprehensive branding inside the stadium, from massive signs behind each net to signs along the sideline, and even dedicating the entire west stand as the JerseyBird stand, now known locally as the Bird Nest. Once the signs were up, we posted about it on our Instagram page, and it spread like wildfire across the Slovakian football community. The story got picked up by Futbolova Zakolicie, the leading page for Slovakian football news. And just to clear up any rumors, the club only renamed this one stand, not the entire stadium, and the €280 number in the Instagram post was a joke. I just wanted to make a funny post on Instagram comparing our 6th division Slovakian deal with the largest stadium naming rights deal in human history. So I apologize for the confusion. I thought the sarcasm would be obvious, but that's my fault. So I'm sorry for creating the misinformation surrounding the stadium name. The actual deal is very simple. We supply the senior team with gear, and in exchange, they give us these branding assets around the stadium. So in reality, we are paying much more than €280 per year, but the exact cost varies based on how much gear we design and manufacture for them. So anyways, after Slovakia's top top football Facebook page reported on the story. Slovakia's biggest news channel, Televízia Markíza, noticed it and reached out to the club's captain, who has now arranged an interview with the channel, Jakub, and the club's owner, Milan Babiar. So a joke graphic that I put together in like 10 minutes has now turned into a nationwide story that will be broadcast across the entire country in just a few days. And it could definitely turn into something even bigger. With more and more clubs hearing about our work, we plan to continue building our fan base in Slovakia, and we already have our eyes on some higher division clubs that we would love to sign with. But for now, we are focused on producing the next batch of kits for SK Sassiva, which should be out soon, and meanwhile, I will keep reporting on our work in the region and the developments as they unfold. So drop a like, drop a comment, smash that subscribe button, let us know what you think of these kits, and I'll see you in the next one.
Rodinný seriál už teraz na Vojo.
Barcelona, Arsenal, Manchester City, Juventus, Bayern či Atletico Madrid, slávne veľkokluby, ktoré majú pred názvom svojho štadióna aj meno silného partnera. No a niečím podobným sa inšpirovali aj v klube zo 6. ligy ŠK Sásová.
Za všetkým je tento mladík, ktorý prišiel pred rokom z Turca do Banskej Bystrice a našiel si nový klub SK Sásová. Vybavil dresy, ktoré sám navrhol a začal spravovať sociálne siete, ktoré len na Instagrame sleduje vyše 23 000 ľudí. Toto všetko len tak, doslova za ďakujem pekne. Alebo ako to v tejto súťaži bežne chodí, za guláš a pivo.
Ako náhle nám ponúkli ich dresy, tak sme si povedali, že samozrejme niečo im za to musíme aj dať na oplatku. A teda tak vznikol ten nápad toho, že premenujeme si svoju tribúnu na Vtáčie hniezdo.
Len na porovnanie, zatiaľ čo Barcelona zinkasovala 280 miliónov eur, Sásová o 6-0 menej, ale aj jej mini tribúnka má svoje meno. Keď hovoríš tribúna, tak to je až taký nadnesený názov na tú trojradovú sedenicu.
Je to na túto 6. ligu úplne iný level, hej, iné by bolo, kebyže pomenujeme tribúnu, ktorá má samozrejme nejakých 20 000 divákov, teda kapacitu, ale je to určite niečo, čo sme my s veľkým srdcom ponúkli.